Hello and welcome. You're listening to the It's All in the Cards podcast, a horror fiction podcast where all questions are welcome, but you may not like the answers. Some material may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
I am in no mood for whoever broke into my house. It's been a long day, and I'd rather not spend my night scrubbing your remains from my carpet. Show yourself.
Now, no need for idle threats.
You have 5 seconds to tell me how you entered my home and why you're here. Otherwise, my threats will be a whole lot more than idle.
Jade, is that any way to greet a new ally?
I don't make friends that easily.
Oh, we don't have to be friends, but we share a common goal.
And what goal would that be, that you break into my house for it?
Why, stopping Marbas once and for all.
Are you Nephila?
I knew you had to be smart to keep him captive for so long.
3 seconds, Nephila, or I start unraveling your skin to make into a new chew toy for Mr. Giggles.
Such hostility! I thought you were working on your anger issues. You know it entices the man downstairs.
Time's up, demon. Better spit out why you're here.
I'll do you one better, little witch. I'll tell you where you can find the Deck of the Eternals.
Why would you tell me that?
I took a chance on mankind, and they're not holding up their end of the bargain. I would rather make it all go away, and only you can do that.
I'm not joining your cause to keep the devil in power, thanks.
You don't have to do anything you wouldn't do already, Jade. I'm just giving you a heads up and a reminder of the consequences of failure. You have the final card. You'll know when the time comes to act on it. I'm just here to make sure you're ready for it.
I study his face and he gives me a fang-tipped smile.
Until we meet again, Jade.
He slips past me and slides out the door, the darkness of his shadow blending into the night. I want to grab him, make him stop, and explain exactly what is going on, but I know that there would be no point in trying. He's a demon of the upper echelon of hell. I don't have the ability to stop him from leaving when he wants to. And besides, I still have the final card, don't I? I've always known that when the time comes, I'll learn the truth. I just didn't expect a warning it's coming soon. A shock of cold dread falls over my body at the realization of exactly where the card is. I had tucked it safely away in the storage room of the store. The storage room that now belongs to Sam.
It's All in the Cards podcast, Season 4, Episode 7. Which way to the truth?
Come on, Jade, we have to go.
We don't have to do anything. That's the blessing of being an adult. You can decide for yourself what to do. I'm deciding to stay here.
But it's Vera's grand opening. Don't you want to support a local business? See how our neighbor is doing? It could give us some ideas for ways to improve the store.
Here's an idea. You go, and I'll stay here and run the store. That's an improvement, right?
You're no fun. What could it hurt to go to see how she's doing? We could even hand out our business cards, get people over for a reading.
I roll my eyes, but she has a point. A similar business could help us drum up some customers. Still, I'm not in the mood to let Sam have her way just yet. I need some time to myself to think over my conversation with Nephila, to check that Sam hasn't moved the last card. And then there's Mom. How did your apology go with Roz? All cool between you two? Sam's mouth slaps shut with an audible clicking of her teeth, and I can tell she's rattled.
We're fine. I apologized for not telling her that I moved in here or why. She apologized for not trying to see my new place before now. It's tense. But things are fine.
I'm sure.
They are. I'm going to go over there for dinner tomorrow. Do you want to come with? I'm sure Aunt Roz wouldn't mind.
I'm sure she would heartily mind, but I keep that to myself. I still can't think of the betrayal in her eyes when she stormed in here. Sure, I knew about everything with Sam. Sure, I was on anybody's side but hers. I'm busy, but maybe next time.
Busy checking out Vera's store?
Can't you let anything go?
Nope, that's why you keep me around.
I check the clock over the door. The morning rush has already come in, so we probably have a few minutes to check out the competition. Or at least pretend to, and come back immediately to have a minute of quiet. Fine. But I'm only staying long enough to do a loop, and God help you if you drag that woman over to start a conversation. Sam squeals in delight before running behind the counter and grabbing a sheet of blank paper.
I'll make a sign.
There's a crowd already milling around outside Vera's shop, and irritation flutters at the back of my mind. All of these people came out for her grand opening, but we get an average of 5 customers a day. Mom's store's been here since the 90s. They should be supporting their own, not some newcomer who deals in palmistry.
You should let them know how much they've all disappointed you. That'll make them want to shop in your store.
Give it a rest. I turn to Sam to make a comment about even the buried mother not wanting to be here, but her eyes are wide with wonder as she takes in the front window. A large palm had been painted on the glass, almost as tall as I am, and decorated with swirls and flowers and sacred designs. The lines on the palm stand out by being blank, just showing empty glass and the store beyond. Above the design, the name of the store is written. Talk to the hand?
Isn't it clever? She had a couple of ideas, but I told her that was the best one.
That is 90s slang for go away. I would hardly call it clever.
It's better than which way between the lines.
What was that?
I didn't say anything. Come on. I think there's room for us to go in now.
She drags me by my shirt sleeve through the store, and the smell of incense and warm bodies hits me hard. Either Vera's got the heat cranked or people have been in and out all day. The irritation rises. Sam and I take in the small space. Dark maroon fabric covers the walls and sways into the center, moving as people rustle around it and giving the feeling of being inside a lung. Ceramic hands and books on palmistry stand on tables around the space, and shelves along the back wall hold knickknacks and what appear to be divination tools, rods, pendulums, candles of various colors. In the center of it all are overstuffed chairs, all of which are taken by customers.
Doesn't it feel cozy? No wonder people keep checking it out. I feel like I could stay here all day.
The feeling is not mutual.
Oh, stop it. Why do you hate Vera so much? Is it really just that you don't believe palmistry is real, or is there something else?
I'm taken aback by her direct question. A snarky response is on my tongue, but I bite it back and try for a more thoughtful one. I don't really subscribe to palmistry, so there's that. It takes less skill, and I don't believe that our hands hold our futures. I believe our futures are ours to choose. If anything, palmistry just shows us the optional paths that our lives could take, and there could be an infinite number of those. So how is that helpful? Also, Vera bugs me.
Shut up. She's not that bad. I actually want to learn from her. I just haven't had the time lately with all of your stuff going on. But think of all the things our businesses could do together once she gets settled. Joint Samhain celebrations, palm and tarot reading deals, coupons to drive people to each other's store. The possibilities are endless.
I didn't love the idea of teaming up with a hack like Vera, but if Sam was the go-between and it brought customers in, who am I to say no? You are officially the liaison between us and Vera. Consider it a new job title, marketing manager or whatever. Sam's grin lights up her face at the idea.
That actually sounds great. Does it come with a pay raise?
Yeah, it comes with free rent at the store. She shoots me a look, but can't pretend to stay angry for long as she takes in more details of the store. Her eyes find something past my shoulder, and she begins to move us that way.
Look, there's Vera. We should go say hello.
I turn to the counter along the back, where Vera is in deep discussion with a dark-haired customer, their hand held up as she examines their palm. Barely containing an eye roll, I plant my feet. You go ahead. I told you I'm just here to do a lap. One of us should get back to the store before we miss a customer.
Fine, your loss. I'm telling her all of my ideas. Maybe we can drop off some business cards for her to give out today.
Do we have cards?
I do.
She pulls out a handful of business cards with the store logo and contact information printed on them. Did you make these yourself?
We needed business cards, and they were so cheap to print, I just did it. I didn't expect you to pay me back or anything.
Well, I definitely have to pay you back because there's no way I'm letting you buy things for the store with your own money. But don't spend any more money without consulting me first. Sam drew an X over her chest.
Cross my heart.
She starts to walk off, so I call out my goodbye to her back. Have fun talking to Vera. Tell her I said something nice.
I will.
I finish my loop around the store, taking in all the details that Vera spent the past months on. I have to admit, it looks nice. I can see why people want to come here, and that irritates me even more. After one last glance at Sam, who is still in deep conversation with Vera, I head towards the door, bracing myself against the cold wind that whips past me. It's refreshing, taking the incense out of my lungs and replacing it with ice and chill. I push past Vera's incoming customers and make my way down the street towards my own store, towards my mother's store. Sam's comment about the name of the store runs through my mind, and as I stare up at the hand-painted sign over the door, I can't help but think she's right. I never knew why my mom named the store Which Way Between the Lines. It's always been the name, and I didn't want to change it when I started the place back up. That would have been like erasing her, and I could never bring myself to do that. Ripping off Sam's handwritten sign, off to check out the grand opening of Talk to the Hand, back soon. I walk into the store, shutting my winter coat and scarf behind the counter. I make my way to the back room, Sam's room now. It was the same, but completely different. All of the old boxes of supplies and inventory were neatly stacked in the corner, and Sam had piled quilts and pillows on the cot to make it into a comfortable bed. Milk crates were stacked like shelves along one wall, and twinkling lights had been strung around, giving the place a pleasant glow when I turned them on. I thought about how long it has been since I've even looked in here. Months at least. How long had Sam been back? Since September? Goddess, what have I been doing?
Don't be so hard on yourself, Jade. You can't be everywhere.
The sound of her voice still struck my heart like a knife, bleeding my grief again. Mom? Are you in control?
For now. Don't worry about me, though. I'm always here. Even before the buried mother. I'm always a part of you.
I drop heavily onto Sam's bed, rumbling the unmade comforter even more. Pressing my hand to my heart, I try to calm its frantic beating. Do you think I'm doing the right thing? Letting her stay here?
I think it would be cruel to turn her out now, knowing she doesn't have many safe places to land anymore. But Jade, she can't live in the store forever.
I know. I'll think of something, some way to help her out. I just need things to calm down a little bit before I can focus on that. Remembering why I came in here in the first place, I stand up and begin rifling through the boxes that Sam moved out of the way. I had to move the card to a safe spot after that magician lit my reading room on fire, but with Sam moving stuff around, I didn't know which box it ended up in. I let my hands feel for it, knowing that the card had to be somewhere here, somewhere close to where I originally put it. Sam wouldn't take anything out of the place, not without telling me. As I moved aside books and office supplies, I felt the familiar heat of power coming from the bottom of the box. I began throwing things aside, clearing a path to the throbbing power of the card. Finally, my hand brushed against the wooden box I had originally stored the card in. Pulling it free, I lift the lid just enough to verify that the final card of the Deck of the Eternals is still there. Seeing its face, I breathed a sigh of relief and closed the box once more.
Did you really think Sam would have something to do with it?
Not on purpose, but people have done stupider things out of ignorance.
I seem to recall a little girl who believed she could fly with a broomstick if she jumped off the roof of Beatty's house.
I can hear the smirk in her voice as she reminds me of my childhood self. I had just read about that day in her notebook, how scared she was that I would hurt myself, but also how proud she was that I was so fearless, so committed to the craft that I believed I could do anything. Yeah, that was a painful lesson for a 6-year-old. I threw the store supplies back in the cardboard box and closed it up again. Taking the wooden box with the card, I step out of Sam's room, turning off her lights as I leave. She will never know I was here. After hiding the box under my coat, I can hide it far better upstairs now that I know Sam is staying in the store. A thought occurs to me. Hey, Why did you name the store Which Way Between the Lines? My mother laughs inside my head, and the sound buoys my heart so much I fear I may start floating. How did I live for so long without that sound?
Oh, everyone hated that. Beatty thought I should do something more spiritual, more Christian sounding, but that wasn't the right fit for what I wanted the store to be. And Maureen, goddess, she had so many suggestions, so many things she thought I should name it. And when I told her I had already bought a sign saying Which Way Between the Lines, she about had a conniption.
But what does it mean? Is it a play on words with which? Or the lines on a page? I never understood it. When people asked, I just told them that was the name you gave it, and I didn't feel like changing it.
It's both, but also neither. At the time, there were so many people in the Coven obsessed with ley lines and the powers that they hold. They thought if we followed the lines or bound where they crossed, they would find something powerful. I told them the most powerful place was between the lines, because that's where the witches were anyway. It just kind of stuck.
So it literally doesn't mean anything?
Nope. It was just a reaction to people around me who wouldn't stop being crazy and irritating. I decided to irritate them back.
Goddess, I've missed you.
I've missed you too, sweet pea. But I've loved watching you grow from afar.
Tears cloud my eyes again, but before I can respond, the front door opens. A blonde woman with a blowout enhanced by the wind falls through the open door, fighting the wind a little to get it closed. Once it clicks shut, she turns to me, blue eyes wide with delight.
Wow, it's really blowing out there, isn't it? What a great day to be inside shopping.
I give her the brightest smile I can manage and blink away the tears. Welcome to Which Way Between the Lines. I'm Jade, and I'd love to help you do some shopping. The woman gives a tinkling laugh at that and looks around the store.
I'm Kaylee. I came downtown because I heard about the new store that was opening today, and I wanted to check it out. I passed this place on my way in, so I figured, what the heck, I'll stop in here too. Have you been over there yet?
Ugh, Sam will never let me live this down. I was able to stop by for a little bit and show support. I had to get back here though, so I wasn't there long.
Well, it was delightful. I bought my whole family gift cards for palm readings, and I picked up some incense and candles, and I don't even remember what else. I'm so glad to have more places in town that focus on the spiritual and holistic side of life. I try to lead a very natural, open life, you know? But it's so hard to find places that align with that ideal.
As she speaks, she wanders around the store, picking up a scarf, a crystal, and a book without pausing to take a breath. She drops her items on the counter and continues through the store. When she sees the shelf of tarot decks for sale, she stops.
Oh my god! Do you guys do tarot readings too? Oh, please say yes! I would love a tarot reading.
I do, yes. We can do one right now, or I'm sure I can dig up some gift cards for readings for later. Damn Sam twice over. I didn't even think of gift cards for tarot readings. But now we have to make something up, all because Sam was right and Vera's store opening is actually good for business.
I'll do both, if that's okay. I can give everyone a double gift. And you guys are so close, they can do both at once. How perfect.
Great. We can go back to the reading room to do yours, and hopefully by the time we're done, my assistant will be back and she can look for the gift cards. I know we have them somewhere. I lead her to the reading room and watch her stare in awe at the vervain as she walks through it.
What is that for? Other than the aesthetic. I'm assuming it has another purpose?
It provides protection. If someone touches it who wishes me harm, the vine will wither. Her mouth drops at my explanation, and she does a small circle to take in the room. I pull my deck of cards off the shelf and slide into my chair.
That's amazing! Do you sell that? Or know where I could order it? I would love to have something like that to keep the bad energy out of my home.
We don't sell it, but I could probably order some for you. I'll add it to the list. Kaylee's smile lands on me once more. This woman is charming and loves to spend money. What is she doing in Fort Smith?
That would be so great. Thank you.
My pleasure. Now, what question do you have for the cards today? Her brows draw together.
Question? I thought you would just, read my future.
We can do a general reading if you'd like. A lot of people have something specific that they want to know about, or that they want some direction on, so I like to have a question in mind before I deal. The line between her eyebrows deepens as she thinks, and I wonder if this woman has ever had a life question big enough to bring her here without Vera's store. She seems to have been blessed enough to not worry about money, at least.
Can we just do a general reading? I don't have anything really pressing that I would need answers from the universe, but I don't want to not get a reading.
I press out a smile. Of course, I'll do a general 3-card pull. It will have a card for your past, present, and future. Does that work?
That sounds fantastic.
I give the cards one last shuffle before laying one down. This is the Sun, which shows a lot of positivity, joy, and celebrations. In the slot for the past, this shows that you've had a fairly blessed life, with more light on your face than darkness. Kaylee leans forward, studying the card.
So, the universe thinks I've had an easy life so far?
Not the universe, the cards. And not easy per se. This just means that your life so far has been more joy than hardship, more positive than negative experiences. It's not a bad thing to have had an easier childhood than others.
I know. I should be grateful. It just feels a little dismissive, you know? Like, my life has been so easy that nothing bad could ever have happened, and they did. I've gone through hard things, trust me.
Real quick, are you feeling stuck and unable to make meaningful progress writing your novel? If so, I invite you to listen to my podcast, Speculative Fiction Writing Made Simple. This is the show that's all about how to brainstorm, write, edit, publish, and sell your novel. As a certified book coach, I share my expertise and guide you to crafting a novel you'll be incredibly proud of. What are you waiting for? Let's get started.
I interlace my fingers and rest them on the table, showing her that we can take our time with this. I don't want her to think I'm rushing her through a reading. The cards are just telling us what they know. Your past shows a happy life. That's not to say that there were never hardships, just that you had the tools at your disposal to work through them. Not everyone gets that opportunity.
I know. You're right.
She looks up at me, her blue eyes studying me for what feels like the first time.
You're pretty good at this, you know?
I've been told. Let's see what your present looks like. I turn over the next card. The 6 of Cups. See, this is what I was saying. The 6 of Cups is about healing from the past, allowing yourself to look back at your memories and see the happiness in them, not just the pain. She goes pale at my words, taking in the card and my explanation.
Wow. Wow.
She sniffles suddenly and wipes at her eyes, drawing the tears away from her mascaraed lashes before they can leave tracks down her cheeks. Did I hit the nail a little too hard on the head?
Yeah, but it's okay. See, my dad died almost 10 years ago. It was hard, but my family really got me through it, especially his brother, my uncle. For the longest time, I couldn't think about him or hear stories about him without crying. My mom got me into therapy, though, and that really helped. Just the other day, I saw a playset in a park that looked like one he used to take me to all the time. And it didn't hurt my heart to think of him pushing me on the swings or chasing me up the slide. It just made me smile.
I smile alongside her at the memory. I didn't have anything like that with my father, but I had tons of those memories with my mother. I know how she feels.
Help her, Jade.
I jump at the sound of her voice and try to cover it to Kaylee by adjusting myself in my seat. I can't ask her what she means, not out loud, so I think it the way I have to the buried mother. How can I help her? Grief is just something that we have to go through.
He's here, Jade. Can't you feel him? He wants to give her a message. Use the buried mother's power to bring him forward.
I pause for a second, unsure. The buried mother is a poison, but her gifts can be used for good. And this woman deserves to hear a message from her father. Didn't I just get the same gift by getting my mother back? I can't keep it to myself if I have the chance to help another person that way. I take a breath and look around the room, letting myself open up to his spirit. After a few seconds, I sensed his aura hovering near her shoulder. I couldn't make out his features, let alone hear his words, but I could help another way. Do you mind if I touch your shoulder?
What? Why?
I think someone is here with a message for you, but I need something tangible to help them come through. Her eyes went wide at my words, and she nodded quickly.
Yes, of course. I want their message. Touch away.
She leans forward so I can reach her more easily, and I place a hand on her shoulder. As soon as I make contact, he comes into clear view. A tall man with salt and pepper hair standing behind her, his hand on the same shoulder I'm touching. He smiles down at her, eyes full of happiness. When he speaks, I say his words for him so she can hear.
Oh, KK, what a beautiful woman you've grown into.
Kaylee sobs at the nickname, closing her eyes on the tears that threaten to overtake her. They quickly erase each other down her cheeks and drop heavily into her lap.
I miss being there for you when you've needed me, but I'm so thankful for Uncle Mark for watching over you. If you're ever sad, look for a butterfly. I've been sending them to you over the years, on days when you should be celebrated or times when you need to feel better. Those are me coming to you to remind you how much I love you, baby girl.
I take my hand off her shoulder, and her father dissolves into nothing, there but unseen. Kaylee swipes at her face, smearing her makeup, and I grab the box of tissues and hold them out to her. Here, take as many as you need.
Thank you. God, I did not expect this when I came in today. I'll definitely be telling everyone I know about this.
I appreciate that. Whenever you're ready, we can do your final card.
Jeez, I forgot that there was more. I'm okay. We can go on.
She wipes her eyes one last time and tucks the used tissue into her purse. Gesturing for me to keep going, she settles in for the last card. 2 of Wands. You're going to start a new partnership, full of emotional entanglement. It could be romantic, it could be business, but it will be meaningful.
Is that my dad telling me I should go on and get married already?
Or he's telling you that it's okay to open yourself up to someone else, that it could be good for you. Kaylee nods thoughtfully. After a moment, she looks up at me.
Jade, you are very good at this.
A swell of pride bubbles up in my chest, and I can't help but smile. It feels selfish, helping people to get the praise, but I'm still helping people, right? Is it selfish to want to keep being able to do that? I don't think so, and Sam couldn't disagree. She's always wanted to help people. Thank you. Don't forget to tell your friends. After taking a moment to compose herself, Kaylee and I leave the reading room. I check her out for her reading and the items waiting at the front counter. She also buys 5 gift certificates for readings, which I make up on the fly on store stationery and sign myself. By the time she leaves, she's back to her chattering self, if a little wrung out around the edges.
Thank you, Jade. I love my purchases already, and I know my family will love their readings when they come in. And I'm telling everyone I know what you did for me today. Seriously, it was life-changing.
I appreciate you and your business, Kaylee. You stay safe out there. She flashes me one last smile before opening the door, the cacophony of the bells and the wind filling the air. When they settle down, the store feels quiet and empty.
That was really kind of you, Jade. That woman needed to hear from her father. One last time.
I head back to the reading room to clean up the cards and arrange the chairs back around the table, talking to my mom out loud to fill the silence of the store. Yeah, it felt good to give her that message, help her find some closure. I wish I had more customers here that I could help right now.
They don't have to be customers for you to help them. You can help anyone.
I know, but customers come in here looking for help. It's better than going out asking people, hey, can I help you with a spirit?
No, but you know people who could use an honest conversation. People who you are keeping the truth from.
A flash of cold drowns my body. Of course Mom knows about Beatty, what I did, how I haven't told Cora the truth of it all. I don't know if I'm ready for that, Mom. And I definitely don't think I can bring Beatty back for one last message to her daughter. That's just too much right now.
I'm not asking you to bring her back, but you should consider telling Cora the truth of what happened with Beatty that night. I don't think she would hold it against you, given the circumstances, but she deserves to know.
I know. I'll think on it, okay? If a good time comes up, I'll tell her the truth. But I'm not going out of my way to find her and tell her that I'm the reason Beatty is gone.
Beatty made up her own mind, Jade. You didn't do anything wrong.
I bite my lip, trying hard not to fight back. On the surface, I know she's right, but deep down, I know that. But I also know that I could have done something else. I could have left her at home. I could have not drained her. I could...
Jade?
I whirl around and see Sam standing at the door to the reading room. Sam, you scared me. When did you get back?
Just now. Were you talking to the buried mother again?
I open my mouth to tell her no, but close it with a snap. I can't tell her my mom can take over the buried mother completely. I can't let her know that this is what I've wanted for so long, and now that I have it, I don't intend to let it go. Yeah, she's arguing with me again, the little bitch.
Oh, because it sounded kind of friendly. It was weird.
Nope, just trying not to yell at her. Didn't want to scare anyone walking by.
Liar.
This episode of It's on the Cards was written by Morgan Valko, featuring the voice talents of Abby Conzin, Tal Minear, Nicole Goodnight, Sarah Thomas, and Graham Rowett. Theme music by The Arsonist, produced by Scott Thomas. Don't forget to check us out on Patreon for exclusive bonus content like the Dear Mom Companion series and the spin-off The Deck of the Eternals, along with early access and merch discounts. Thanks for listening.